years old. My birthday is June 22nd, and I'm about to turn 4. Clap if you're having a good time. Clap if you're having a good time. My dad is the one who brought this thing all together, and we all wouldn't be here if my dad didn't set this up.
With the community.
With the community in Inkster too.
You had to set this up. All right. Yeah, you know, set it up.
Give Inkster a round of applause.
Yay! Thank you, Shahad!
Clap your hands if you're having fun.
Yay!
Welcome to Juneteenth.
Stop the violence.
What you want to do in the community? You want to be able to go to the park? You want to be able to walk down the street? Let's get together and tell them what you want. We
need to help people that's in need and raise money for the people who need houses and money to live.
All right, say it again. Say it louder.
We need to raise money to help the people who need homes and food and water to live.
Great.
We can do that by doing a fundraiser every weekend and coming together and celebrate.
Hey, feel that.
Come every Saturday to meet with Cup.
That's right.
All right.
Everybody have fun and enjoy Juneteenth. Thank you.
There's a couple different parks on the list. I was hardcore Wheatley, or Penn Park as we know it. As a kid who grew up right here on Lehigh, we was always forgot about. Now many of y'all know me from growing up. A lot of y'all know me because I work for Parks and Rec. But when I was a kid, Parks and Rec forgot about us over here because we went to Robichaud. So all of the flyers that we got, all of the information we got was not from Inkster. We got it from Dearborn Heights, and our parents wasn't gonna take us over there. So we never got a chance to come to the rec center. We never got a chance to go to Lamont or none of the other parks that Parks and Rec would put in, into the rotation. So I was big about doing this right here in our community so we could see this gym. Just a couple days ago, we talking about weeks. A couple days ago, the grass was overgrown. It was weeds everywhere. The porta potty was flipped over. The bathrooms wasn't right. It wasn't no paint on the courts. My brothers came out here and did this all week long. They was in the mornings, at night, they did this. And they got regular jobs. This is happening after they getting off work. In the meantime, they going over to the housing projects. They going over to the towers where our seniors live at. They helping. This is what it's about. So a lot of times when y'all hear Cup, you see Jihad, you see Sammy. I apologize for anything Sammy might say in the future. You know what I'm saying? But he mean well. But a lot of times y'all see them and y'all think they Cup. So let me get a message that they came to me with. Cup is the Community Up Project. So if you want to know who in charge of Cup, you in charge of Cup. You in charge of Cup, you in charge of Cup. Because what it's about is a community organization. So when you come together and you have an idea, well guess what? Bring it to Cup. And with all of us, we can bring that idea to fruition. Because now it ain't just you and your crew, it's a whole community that's gonna make it possible. So, I know my man that had his daughter come up here and say he was the only one who did this. You know what I'm saying? But the community was able to put this together. So I want y'all to clap for yourselves, for the donations, for the fish fries, for coming out to Applebee's, anybody who donated, just for coming out today and enjoying. I thank y'all, I appreciate it. And from Parks and Rec, I want to tell y'all, Coming up, we already got the flyers out. It's about to be a summer program. All summer long, we got programs. I done worked hard on this, y'all. Let's support. It's only $80 for the whole summer. It's 8 weeks long. It's only $10 a week, so it's gonna be 8 weeks. It starts July 8th all the way to August 30th. So all the way, it's gonna be Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I know y'all gotta get to work, so I'll let y'all drop them off as early as 9:30, but you gotta be back by 3:30. Please don't make me call my friends at PD to pick the kids. But with that being said, I'm happy to announce right now, normally we only have free lunch for the program kids. But I just sat through training 2 days ago. We got the free lunch program back for the whole neighborhood. This is the first time I'm announcing it. Not only do we got free lunch, we got free breakfast. So you can drop the kids off or come get breakfast and lunch at the complex. Breakfast is served from 9:30 to 10:30, and lunch will be served from 12:30 to 1:30.
Now, if you miss lunch at the complex, we also have luncheon right here at the park every day at 12 o'clock, 12 to 1 at Penn Park every day, starting the 17th. Today is the 15th, so the 17th, on going through the whole summer, from 12 to 1, we got lunch right here at Penn Park.
It's happening, y'all.
It's happening.
When they said Inkster was dead, we didn't let them. We rose. They was trying to take it. We got councilmen, the mayor didn't stop past. We got, new candidates. Bro, Inkster is alive. Don't let the news fool y'all. We making it happen. Look at us, all of us. This second, third generation Inkster people right here. I done got old because I can say I knew a lot of y'all for 30 years, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's true. We was together playing at Thorn, and our babies out here playing together right now. This is big, y'all. Yep. So let's get this going. If y'all have any ideas, come up to the Plex. Holla at me. I'll make it happen. That's a problem.
All right, before I get started, I need everybody to just have a moment of silence for Anthony. Unfortunately, he is our first, what the world will call fallen angel. But he's our first member of the Community Up Project Cup that we have lost, unfortunately, to violence. So I can't represent, so he here with us today. Y'all feel me? So let's have a moment of silence for Anthony, aka Lucky. I'm not a rapper, nor am I a poet. I bleed in between the lines so I won't show it. As the tears fall, I won't fold. I stand tall to tell stories untold. It all started with stuck in the chains, so many afraid that's where they will remain. Ghetto dreams, countless visions, executed so they thought with such precision. Annihilated, violated, screaming, scheming, we finally made it, but back to me. I'm all pure, all natural. My beauty is my makeup. Focus, pay attention. Your eyes are here, but I think your mind is missing. I am free. A free mind, once fine-tuned to deception, which once caused conflict in my perception. Therefore, there are elements of my free mind. I feel as if I don't share, your soul will be deprived. You're judging me, looking too deep with your eyes. I'm just like you, divergent by design, on the rise. Gasping for air, praying Inkster opened his eyes. Dear black man, you are amazing. You are so powerful, the world is afraid of what you could achieve, even if they walked in the royalty that you are. So they have you confused into thinking being ignorant keeps you ahead. They have told you the hood is all you ever see. They have stripped you of your identity, even when the life has given you all of the power you need just to keep you bound. Just from keeping you to reaching your dreams. Black man, you are a king, created in his image. It's never too late to stand for something because they've already had you falling for anything. Carrying on that one thing, accepting the titles they give. Prisoner, weak, no good, stupid, and everything else. But guess what? You're royalty, baby. A king, greatness. I pray you see your true reflection, not what the world has been reflecting on you. Be powerful, be blessed. You are free, just like me, a free mind with free thoughts. Y'all enjoy Juneteenth. Woo! I don't know who get the mic next. I keep going, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, we gonna rewind. No, I'm just kidding. Zion want to say something. What you want to say to everybody?
Okay. Everyone, welcome my mommy because she's there because everyone is there because my mom is the queen and everyone's the king. Everyone boys are the king and everyone girls are the queen, and that don't matter. That's okay because everyone that's here tonight will get that power from the one that's dead and everyone that's coming to here everywhere.
Woo, baby said we getting the freedom. We all are kings and queens. Y'all be blessed. Peace and love. Community Up Project, 2nd annual Juneteenth event.
If you a negative about that, you can't play. If you a negative and look, yeah, how you playing?
You shouldn't be playing it.
Hey, y'all always got on some shit. I shoot under pressure. Ain't no pressure over there.
He broke down here.
Hey, your own colorblind to you.
I'm gonna be the first person to hit what?
Hey, y'all remember who your own colorblind?
First, you next, baby. That's me.
Who's the last one? That's the 1-1. Ah. So how many times? On you. If you miss twice, you swing. Right? If you miss twice, you swing.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
I mean,
One of y'all to set this shot clock contest off. It's gonna be $1.
What candy? You ain't want no candy? No. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you got you some candy too?
Yeah,
oh my gosh, she ain't got the candy. Oh, she took all the candy.
That's right, Ryan.
And we get boxes and boxes of all. If the mosquitoes start to bother you,
Hey, whoa.
find somebody with a cup shirt on. And we get boxes and boxes
One more,
of
Ted.
all. Mosquito repellent. The mosquitoes get dangerous out here if you haven't been out here. I see a lot of children running in the fields. They don't need to get out. We got the Robo aloe vera kind and we got the spray.
It's only who, Tim? Pull up where them niggas at, man. What they want to do? You at their house. Pull up where they at. You at their house. What they want to do? Pull up where they at, Tim. Nigga. Pull up shooting. Pull up shooting. Pull up where they at, Tim. Pull up where they at, Tim. Hey, Tim. It's always that one hood. It's always that one hood, nigga. $2 for this little shit. It ain't never enough. It ain't never enough. How that shit taste? How that shit taste?
Man, they know what it is. That shit gone, bro. That shit gone.
Hey, it's
That
gone.
shit gone.
You told them the other day, right? What you tell them the other day?
They seen what was on there from the beginning.
They ain't want no
Let me see
what?
that smoke.
They ain't want no smoke.
I want all the smoke.
Mm-hmm. That is a proud father.
That nigga better not be worried about the camera. Everybody
Oh yeah, everybody
be
getting
worried about that.
This is a community thing. This is a community thing.
What's going on, man? We live, man. We at the park, man. You know, Cup got this event on, man. And Charlie Friday is happy to be be a part of it. You know what I want y'all to do is every time y'all kids need a room, y'all call that guy named Charles Friday. And if Cup involved, I tell y'all what, I give y'all extra 10% off.
Come get shot by Mosaic.
Just because y'all is inkster people, man. I love my inkster people, man. They've been supporting me for years, man. No matter what I did, right or wrong, y'all been in there, man. So I want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all. I'm Charles Friday. I love y'all and I'm out, baby.
We got good food over here. Good cooking. What's going on, Mike? What's going on, man? All right? What you doing? See how your kids do? Huh? You showed it, action.
What? For this?
Yeah, for that.
Now
That
you
ain't
said I
yours?
could have it.
Oh, where's she at?
Over there.
Over where? Over where? She just giving up. My little twin with me. We out here. We on the mic. We on the one two. She wanna follow me around. Huh? She wanna follow her daddy around. She wanna be like me. Wanna be like me? No, she don't want to be. She want to be a lawyer. That's good though. She want to be a lawyer. Girl don't want to be a lawyer.
I'm sorry, listen. Let me give y'all a little history about Juneteenth. Juneteenth is whatever, I can't pronounce that. I went to Inkster School District, which we ain't got no more. But it was the day they freed the slaves. Well, what's going on today is Inkster was a village. And Michigan was a free state, so we was not slaves. That's why we might not have attendance, because the natives of Inkster are unaware of what Juneteenth means. We have not been told that they hollered at Miss Cobb in a long time. Shout out to Miss Cobb, Black History teacher, taught me a lot. Listen, so by that being said, this is the first annual Cup Juneteenth event. Next year is gonna be bigger and bigger and bigger to come out, because we must celebrate all our independence. Thank you. And we're winning with Wembley. Team Wembley. Hey, Patrick Wembley from Mayor of Inkster.
What's going over in
What's
this
going
talk?
on, bro?
What's going on in
What's
this
up, you all
talk?
right?
Yeah.
What you do? What's happening?
Black Power.
Yeah, Black Power.
Black
What's
Excellence.
going on? What's going on?
Operation Little Africa. They caught the vape.
Yeah. Cost a pretty penny. Got the little lock on it. Keep the flies away.
We got another flavor. We needed a lot of shirts. We couldn't get them.
We got another flavor.
All the way from high school, couldn't get no shirts though.
How long y'all? Hey, how long y'all been out of school?
I be having to call who at work? Who do I be having to call at work? He told me.
You got my number.
I be forgetting. Then I be trying to call the source. The source be like, man, I see. I can't promise you. I'll see if she straight up every time. I know. So this time what happened? What happened?
We need to know what happened this time.
Told me, and I said, okay, well, let me know when you ready, because I'm ready. And you said, all right, bet. And pulled off.
Right. How long ago was that though?
I said, let me know
Cut
when
two.
you ready.
For real, now what? That was a minute ago. Now I'm thinking.
Exactly, so I'm waiting for you to let me know how many shirts you need.
So it was a communication thing, because I called hubby like 4 days ago. He said, I'm going to try after work, bro, because everybody be doing everything else, and I don't think t-shirts is what everybody want to do.
Who number do you have?
Both.
Okay, who number do you don't have?
Neither one. I got them both. I just be make the call first. He sent me that way. I'm like, bam, we in there. But look, just on the next one, because we doing it every Saturday. Yeah. Next Saturday, the safe zone. Everybody here. Picnic, barbecue, whatever.
We be gone next Saturday.
But ain't got it like that.
Hold on. We ain't talk. What's going on, Cut? What you got to get off your chest?
No. Hey,
what you got to get off your chest?
So we always got the Inkster Park and Recreation, man. Yeah. Jason Turner helped us with everything. I'm talking about right now, chairs. I'm talking about before we did chairs, paint the basketball court. That all came from Jason Turner. Said, come holler at me, man. Whatever he can do, he did it. So I just want to let everybody know.
Put on for the town.
That's right. That's right.
Final kid, you know what I'm saying? DP photo photography, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the fam.
Wait.
See? Hey.
Yeah, y'all see that?
Shout out to the fam. You know
Y'all
what
see
I'm
that?
saying?
Most hated.
Yeah, over here getting on their ass now.
Yeah,
man.
make sure y'all go tap in, follow that, subscribe to that YouTube. Let's get it going.
Made by Most Hated, bro.
Yeah, let's get it going.
To gain control of the state of Texas. Now, as I mentioned from the onset, I also want to bring it to current times, right? You definitely want to deal with what's going on in a contemporary fashion. So with that, I want to talk about empowerment. Because yes, as far as Juneteenth represents, say, removing the physical shackles, it also more importantly symbolizes removing those psychological shackles. And so what I want to highlight, what I want to emphasize, again, is the word empowerment. And I want to break that up into 3 phases. The first one's going to be knowledge of self. That has to be number 1. Number 2 has to do with collective economics. And then number 3 is bridging the gap. So when we talk about knowledge of self, again, that serves as the foundation. That's the pillar. If you're really trying to move the city forward, if you're trying to move forward as a people, just in general, we got to have knowledge of self. Because that also is interconnected with loving yourself. And we can't love our brothers and sisters if we don't love ourselves first. So the 3 are intertwined. And that is just knowledge of self, love for self, and then loving the community. And you might ask yourself, where can you go if you are intrigued or trying to get that information? Whether you go to libraries, media centers, or institutions of higher learning, or if it's passed down from generations to generations by the sages and the storytellers in the community, it makes no difference. And just to expound on that, in the words of Brother Marcus Garvey, he said that as far as knowledge of self, that can be equated with the roots of a tree. So again, and when I think about, I definitely need to mention this as far as an organization that epitomizes, say, a knowledge of self, I look at the Black Panther Party for self-defense. And also what made them so great, which made them so dynamic, is that they weren't about talk, they were about action. They didn't talk about a breakfast program for the community and the youth, they had one. They didn't talk about collective economics, they took care of it. They implemented and executed. They didn't talk about protecting the community, they did it. So that being said, before anything else can be done, we must have, like I said, that knowledge of self. And that brings me to one other point before I move on to number 2, collective economics, and that is protecting the community. When you look at the numbers, there's an alarming percentage of African American women who are missing. And why is that not getting the type of attention that it should? It's because let it be Caucasian, Arab, Asian, you name Hispanic women, then society be in complete pandemonium. But because of the value of the sisters devalued, right? Because she's not seen as the true goddess that she is, it doesn't get nearly the type of attention that it deserves. But here's a few quick solutions to try to curb that reality. Number 1, especially whether it's the young men, the men, and so forth, we have to be more proactive in terms of, especially for the younger sisters, when they go in different places, to make sure they're traveling in pairs, make sure they travel in groups. Wherever they're going, we need to know where they're going and when they get there. We just have to be more cognizant. Like I said, we just have to be more collective and together as a community. That's how we'll make the changes, occur that need to be done. Moving forward to collective economics, number 2. My brothers and sisters, it's imperative that we support more aggressively, more consistently, the talents and businesses of our brothers and sisters in the community and abroad. Because if we don't support ourselves, how can we expect anyone else to? And not just from a financial standpoint, but also when we look at, say, from a social justice standpoint. And by that, I want to touch on a few movements because I want to clear the air. And so before I finish, I'm going to speak on the All People Matter movement, the Blue Lives Matter movement, and then the Black Lives Matter movement. But before I get into that, I want to touch on police brutality. Because too many times no one wants to address that pink elephant in the room, but I'm going to address it. And so in the words of the late Dick Gregory, I want to just tackle that from a legislative and also from a community standpoint. From a legislative standpoint, he basically said at the end of the day, all this talk, these roundtable discussions about police reform are a joke. If you really want to reduce the number of, say, killings of our brothers and sisters in the street, you can't speak to the amoral, because that's what you're dealing with a lot of times when these incidents happen, is a gang mentality. You can't speak to the unrighteous with righteousness. You got to speak to them in a language that they can understand. So with that being said, no, it's not any paid leave. That's a vacation for them. They need to be fired. When they found just killing our brothers and sisters outright in the streets, and it's known, there's no doubts about it, they need to have, along with being fired, they need to be sent to prison. And on top of that, they need to tap into their financial investment options for themselves and their family. And I guarantee you, when that's done from a legislative standpoint, you will see a huge reduction in the number of incidents of, say, police killings of our brothers and sisters. Now, talking about those three movements that I mentioned, there's two that are no more than just a diversion, just to offset the one and true movement out of those three, and that is the All Lives Matter movement and the Blue Lives Matter movement. Obviously, we know all lives are supposed to matter, but that's not the reality of our situation. I don't see police officers being shot down the street left and right. I don't see every other ethnicity except for my black people getting killed and shot down in the street. So no, there's a necessity for the Black Lives Matter movement. You would go up to the family of Tamir Rice, Michael Brown, Khalif Browder, Sandra Bland, and tell them that Black Lives Matter, right? That'd be just absurd. That'd be preposterous. So it's a necessity. It's a need for that. And that's all Brother Colin Kaepernick was saying when he took that knee. Unfortunately, a lot of people, got a lot of the imperialists, a lot of house Negroes who misconstrued what he was saying. They contorted and distorted and took it out of context. He was kneeling as far as solidarity for us, for the brothers and sisters, as far as just the gross injustice that we've been subjected to for years and years. He was kneeling as a sign of defiance to the unruly and suppressive system, that we're faced with. And then, just to wrap it up, as I said, with the collective economics, it brings me to a quote by a Native American chief, and he said that one bee will be ignored, but a million bees will send our worst enemies running in fear. The one element that's an unruly government is alarmed by the most is when we stand together in unison. And I want to say this to bring it right home to the city of Inkster before I move on to that last topic, or last phase, which is bridging the gap. And that is, I don't care what part of Inkster you're from. If you're from the north part, the south part, east or west, any beef, any conflict, animosity that you might have with one another, I'm asking you to step outside of yourself. I'm not asking you to do it for me, right? I'm asking you to do it for those that's going to come after us, for those that's going to come down the line for the future. Because it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me. So that's what I'm saying. That's my charge to every brother and sister here. We got to come together as far as the city of Inkster united. Because there's a couple quotes that says there's no enemy within, no enemy on the outside can hurt us. And then the sum, remember this, my brothers and sisters, the sum is greater than the one. So moving right along, as far as the bridging the gap, I heard from the elders in particular there's a lot of disrespect from the youth, and I don't condone that at all, but from first-hand and second-hand experience over the years, I also witnessed a great level of disrespect for the elders toward the youth. So I'm saying that to get to the point of there has to be that mutual respect, there has to be that reciprocity in order for that communication to take place. In the Middle Age, in particular, has a very pivotal role to help jail that gap between the youth and the elders. And then again, because I'm a solutionist, I guess we gotta identify the problem, but I'm all about the solution. So some solutions would be, for instance, yes, we gotta keep pushing to the youth football leagues. I support that 100%. But we also gotta bring back those baseball leagues. We gotta tap into the fields of trade and vocation more aggressively, with more intentionality, right? In agriculture, because the elders have a wealth of knowledge about how to grow and produce food that they can impart on the youth. That's one way to help change that misunderstanding with the disrespect. We gotta utilize the cosmetology and automotive, plumbing, electrical, and carpentry work more often, more consistently, because again, those are fantastic. Those are effective outlets to bridging that gap between the youth, the elders, and the middle age. And I can assure you, once we get to the point where we take that ownership of officially exercising and put into practice, number one, that's the knowledge of self, collective economics, and bridging the gap. We will have captured the essence of empowerment. Furthermore, everyone that's here today. To die for the people is heavier than any mountain and deeper than any sea. And so in summation, I just have a piece and it's called True Retrospect. In retrospect of history, society and legends, we don't have one. But through our ancestors, the first civilizations, the forms of government begun. In retrospect of history, all those inventions we use every single day. Imagine what life would be like if they remain tucked away. In retrospective history, we used to network and operate as one community, but now it's just brainwashing, or I got mine, you get yours, or I don't have mine, so now I'm gonna take yours as a new ability. In retrospective history, textbooks in Sicily begin timelines starting at slavery. The audacity to upkeep that fallacy still amazes me. In retrospective history, I'm building physical, emotional, and psychological battles endured, resulting in the blood of courageous and mighty souls being poured. In retrospective history, you embark on generations of great kings and queens such as Imhotep, Akhenaten, Hatshepsut, and Nefertari, that ignite a rich and illustrious tradition far from dead. In retrospective history, conceptualize a tree stabilized by its roots. Now distort history, that same tree becomes weak and loose. To the people of Inkster, I need you to repeat after me. All power to the people. All power